Hello everyone, Meta527ii here, and I am bringing you another commentary. I haven't done any commentaries for almost 4 months now. Why? None of my commentaries were voted the most requested commentaries in a while. And besides, I was also getting a lot of negative backlash for my commentaries. Remember Tdak1128? You may remember me doing commentaries over his commentaries over Gamedude, and I made flaws in both commentaries. But I'm going to commentate my own commentary on his commentary on the Donkey Kong review. Other people have commented on themselves before, so why can't I? I know what you're thinking. It's pointless to commentate on yourself, dude. It's a free country. Now, I'll need an avatar to differentiate from my past self, so say hello to Luigi. I know I like Mario better, but like Josh Scorcher said in his Mario vs. Luigi rant, Mario doesn't have much of a personality, so Luigi it is then. Now, because of all the backlash I've been getting in my commentaries, I'll try 4 new things. First off, I'll try to tune up the humor in my commentaries. I'll still make enough counterpoints, but I'll still try to be funny. If you don't like how I try to be funny, then don't look at me. You're the ones who wanted me to tune up the humor. Second off, I will not use my opinion to refute someone else's opinion, because that is a big no-no for commentaries. I won't do it unless someone disrespects someone else's opinion, or if I'm trying to give an example, or if I'm trying to be funny. Third off, I learned more about copyright, and I found that some of the scenes I've been skipping in my commentaries weren't that copyrighted, so I'll leave some of them in, but there are some scenes that I know are too copyrighted, so I'll skip them. Lastly, I'll try to put some subtitles. No one backlashed me for my lack of subtitles, but I'll decide to put them anyways. Let's begin the show. Hello everyone, Meta527ii here, and I'm bringing you another commentary. Today, we're going to dive into another commentary made by Tdak1128 on Gamedude. Because it's great to talk in a monotone voice. Who do you think you are, Showstar? This time, it'll be his commentary towards the Donkey Kong review. Let's get on with the show.
Oh my god, here we go again. I wanna watch Donkey Kong, oh no. Okay, let's go.
I must say, I'm impressed. You knew what video to commentate on before you recorded, unlike in your Kirby commentary. However, he once again uses his webcam throughout the entire video and doesn't download the video, so I have to once again splice in Gamedude's video so you can follow along. Unfortunately, he doesn't do a good job of splicing in Gamedude's video, because there are some times where it seems that Gamedude's repeating himself. I'm also going to switch between Gamedude and Tdak's point of view in the intro. First off, because of copyrighted scenes. Some of the scenes Gamedude shows aren't even that copyrighted. So I'm gonna have to splice in both Gamedude's video and Tdak1128's video in this part. Second off, well, you'll find out.
What the fuck? It's a cat? Holy shit, that's disturbing.
I wonder what you're talking about when you say it's disturbing, because I don't see anything disturbing in that. I'll admit that was kind of weird of what he said, but I think I might have some idea of what he's coming from. Ever heard of furryism? True, that might not be where Gamedude's coming from, but that's probably where Tdak1128 is coming from. Also, I'm going to fast forward the rest of the intro, except for this one part that I want to refute. It rhymed just as much as you tried to match the word lame with the G word. Wait, match the word? Don't you mean rhyme the word?
Because poor literacy is cool.
biggest waste of 2 minutes of my life. Thank you, Alex. I want them back, please.
You could have at least skipped the intro, but even so, the intro was too long. And are you seriously saying that when you didn't skip the intro either? Well, good luck with that. At least I fast-forwarded the intro. But because you apparently don't want to take the time to download the video, you could have at least started the video before you're recording, but then started recording after his intro ended.
Whoa, man, this is the best song ever.
Donkey Kong, the 1981 Nintendo arcade classic that brought Mario and Donkey Kong into the world back when Mario was a carpenter named Jumpman and Donkey Kong was the bad guy. It was a major hit
He did
and,
his
along
research.
with Mario, made Donkey Kong a superstar. Happy landing, you pieces of asses. Look at his teeth. They're just a bunch of pluses. Donkey Kong was king. He was king over King Kong. And even Universal Studios couldn't stop him by trying to sue Nintendo, claiming him to be a King Kong copy.
Just because they're both gorillas, have the same last name, and like to climb things with chicks, doesn't make them copies. Right?
Oh, look who's talking.
So Donkey Kong was later ported to ColecoVision and Nintendo.
Illegally.
But they removed the opening and the pie level. That's gorilla shit. Why do they do that?
Because they didn't have enough space on the cartridge.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that Gamedude asked that without doing any research. But still annoying nonetheless. Now, because I don't want to keep repeating myself on this point, I'm going to make a tally of every time I want to say something like, we can completely understand that, but it's still annoying.
Do your fucking research on consoles, you stupid ass!
They're still brilliant, unlike the Atari 2600 and Intellivision versions. Look at this giant pixelated mess with only 2 of the 4 levels. Nothing looks or sounds like the arcade game.
Is he really that stupid and naive? Wow. Consoles have limits. Atari is only 4 fucking bits. NES is 8 bits! That's twice the bits, you stupid ass!
Didn't you mention him being a stupid A-word in your last point?
It's like Genesis. Twice the bits!
There's no music.
The television was supposedly 16-bit. Oh, that was a lie.
Why is Donkey Kong snot green?
Color palettes.
And is he holding black piano keys with his arms? He looks like a giant Goomba.
You look like a giant asshole.
Pauline's red and blue. There's lightning-struck umbrellas. Mario's not Mario, nor Jumpman. The hammer floats around his head. And what are these? Mutated seahorses instead of fireballs? What about the controls? They stink.
I'd have more fun letting a gorilla hammer coconuts up my nostrils.
I was gonna say up your ass.
That's exactly what I thought he was going to say when I first saw his video. But I think he wanted us to think he was going to say that.
At least the numbers look nice. The 2600 version is impossibly worse.
It's better than the ColecoVision port, that's for sure.
In your opinion, it's better than the Coleco port.
There's still only 2 of the 4 levels, and no music, but not only are the controls worse,
Yet again, I have to resort myself to another example of why Alex is completely fucking stupid and naive to everything going on around him. This isn't that bad.
He's entitled to what he wants to hate.
This standardized all the controls of an arcade. It was an arcade stick. 1 button. That's all you needed. Controller stick and a button. It wasn't the best quality of things, but it standardized what we have today. I mean, if you're gonna bitch about it, just use a fucking Sega Genesis controller.
Gingerbread Conk throws giant cookies, only moves when I climb.
Limitations!
Gamedude's trying to have fun with this one. And aside from the whole still annoying bit, later in the video he does say even for the 2600 they do boil watery cow S-word.
Mario's never been fatter.
You're an idiot, Alex. You're a fucking idiot. No. You're a good person, but your reviews are ass. They're shit. They're cock. They blow out of a donkey's ass. That's what they do.
The hammer floats around his nose.
That was funnier than this whole video.
And what are these? Fire slugs?
Yeah, they're firebirds.
He said fire slugs, not fire birds.
They couldn't even put the word oil on the barrel.
Graphics. Oh my god.
The fire slugs don't even come out of it.
Plus, it's believed that Coleco sabotaged the Intellivision and Atari port.
Because they're only at level 2,
make their
so
own
why does it
effect.
exist?
Why does it exist?
Plus, this was illegally made. Nintendo didn't even have a license on this. So you can see, they just give credits to Nintendo, but Nintendo never licensed this.
As for the graphics and sound, even for the 2600, they boil watery cow shit. You can't even fall off these platforms, or commit suicide by touching Donkey Kong.
So you're saying you'd rather have one of those things happen to you? Well, good luck with that.
So, this is basically illegal for
And your lives are just rectangles. Mario icons would have been nice.
Like Tdak1128 said earlier, it's the Atari graphics that are the reasons why they're rectangles instead of Mario icons.
Yeah, because, you know, that was, the life system was, you know, there.
You can't climb straight up or down a series of ladders. You have to get off each one before climbing the next.
Oh, well, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
You can't climb these ones at all, so why do they exist?
Because it makes the level look more realistic.
And why do none of them have edges? They're just floating lines.
Graphics.
And when climbing them, his head disappears.
Well, it's the view of his back. You're stupid.
Both games don't even show Donkey Kong fall at the end.
Graphics and limitations. I'm repeating myself.
Some say Coleco deliberately made these ports shitty to make their ColecoVision port look even better, but who knows?
Oh my god! He did research!
So after Donkey Kong came Donkey Kong Jr., a 1982 classic. Jumpman, thankfully renamed Mario, and becomes a plumber, is a bad guy for once, kidnaps Donkey Kong, and Junior Boy needs to save him.
You know, this Donkey Kong actually becomes Cranky Kong in Donkey Kong Country, and Donkey Kong Jr. becomes the new Donkey Kong. So, is Donkey Kong a name or a title?
Anyway, Donkey Kong Jr. was later ported to ColecoVision and Nintendo, with all 4 levels. But then Donkey Kong took a dump inside the 2600 and Intellivision.
I have that one too. I have my name on this one, so I'm gonna have to cover up my name. Because I don't want you guys to find out.
Too late, we already know because you just said it out loud to us.
And voila! 2 more disgraces.
Graphics!
Nothing resembles the arcade game. There's only 3 of the 4 levels.
It gives the basic layout of the first level. What's so bad about that?
Yeah, but in Gamedude's mind, it doesn't make up for the fact that one of the 4 levels is gone.
And the last 2 are in the wrong order. Look, the cage disappears at the end of the second level, but not at the end of the last.
I never beat the last.
It's so easy to fall off the vines and die.
Because, you know, falling off vines in real life onto concrete hurts, right?
Because the controls are so torturous.
It's the controller you're using. The original controller for the Atari kind of did suck, but because it was stiff.
You have to force everything you do, and you're always getting stuck.
No, you're not. It's not that hard.
It would be easier riding a shark through a bunch of fucking dunes.
Because, you know, sharks don't have to brave, you know.
That's the point. It's really hard for sharks to swim through a bunch of dunes, but Gamedude is saying that this game is even harder than riding a shark through a bunch of dunes because he's trying to make a joke.
Down! No! Vine leaves would have been nice.
The reason there's no vine leaves is, well, go back to an earlier point Tdak1128 said. You know which one.
Gingerbread Kong only moves when I climb.
Really? Because I thought I saw Gingerbread Kong also moving when you turned around.
The crocodiles are just 3 moving lines, and you can't even kill them because they removed the falling fruit.
So?
Gamedude is complaining that the fruit is gone because you can drop fruit on enemies to kill the Snapjaws. So he's complaining that you can't kill them.
Sometimes they keep going down the same vine I need to climb.
Not always. They do go to the other one, and that gives you time to go on that vine and get the hell out of there.
Look at this.
Oh my god, I'm repeating the same video over and over again.
This is ridiculous.
Stand by another one.
Hurry up! I just wanna get up there. Why am I still playing this? How long
He was giving a rehash of what he thought when he first played the game.
does it take?
Not that long.
No!
You failed.
The graphics are ugly, and as for the sound, it would be less irritating listening to 1,000 coughing seagulls.
Seagulls?
Seagulls.
Seagulls. Seagulls! Mine? It's Atari, you stupid ass!
This is the third time in this entire video where you've called him a stupid A-word. I understand if you find him to be a stupid A-word, but still.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you not understand that the console is 4 bits? It's not gonna have some, like, orchestra Smash Bros. Brawl fucking music. It's not. It's Atari. It was made in the 1970s. It was one of the first video game consoles to use cartridges. Get the fuck over it. You're stupid. I'd listen to my own ass by fragmenting seagulls up my butt.
Your butt.
My butt.
Your butt.
That's right, my butt.
Ugh.
My butt. My butt.
It's funny. Alex make joke. Alex make funny joke.
At least there's music and the water moves. The Intellivision version is barely better.
In fact, it's kinda better.
But Donkey Kong looks like Frogger,
It's infinitely better than the Atari.
and like Mario, never moves. His cage doesn't even have any bars.
Because they have the sprite in there. Yet again, how stupid is this man?
And Junior Boy looks like a weird alien. The music stops when sound effects play. It's too annoying.
Because there was only one sound channel.
And why? Why are they yellow and purple?
I mean, there were 16 sound channels on the Atari, and I'm not sure how many on the Intellivision. I can imagine more than that, but they can only play usually one sound at a time.
Why?
But Activision broke that barrier with Pitfall 2, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Eventually, these games were ported to every console ever made, and were even combined to make Donkey Kong Classics for Nintendo, even though they already existed for the system as individual games. So what's the point?
Because the
Donkey Kong
NES is
Country
really hard
music's
to get
pretty
now.
cool, though.
That's not Donkey Kong Country music.
Then Donkey Kong 3 was ported to Nintendo. You control this asshole named Stan, who should be Mario, at this weird jungle, spraying bugs in Donkey Kong's ass after he punches 2 beehives. Now why aren't the insects attacking Donkey Kong? And why does the game have such a scary atmosphere to it? Overall, like the arcade version, it sucks. Moving on. Donkey Kong Jr. Math.
What a wonderful idea. Math and video games. Because kids love math.
So you're Junior Boy going around, collecting numbers to solve math equations before Pink Boy, player 2, fall in the water, go back here. It can even be used as a shortcut to a number you want. The only punishment would be if it brought you away from that number. It's stupid because drowning is warping. Adding and subtracting before multiplying and dividing can save a lot of time. 150 plus 9 plus 9 times 4 plus 2 equals 674. I can't take it anymore. Exercise. 423 times 83. Well, that's easy. It's 35,109. But we have to solve the middle first.
Oh, I'm good at math. Har 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 har.
Aw, shit. I meant to put 9.
Guess what? You can't go back to correct a mistake.
I'll continue this in part 2.
I know I haven't said anything in 4 minutes, but let's just get on to his part 2. Well, I guess it's time for me to end this part. So yeah, we'll continue this in part 2.